Alright, hello and welcome to my channel. This is Penfold Plays and we will be playing SkyrimSE. Although if you'd like to see me play another game, by all means give me a shout. I play a lot of different games, real-time strategy, four-time strategy, role-playing games, first-person shooters to a degree. It tends to be milsims like the Armed Assault series. Quite like World War II themed games, whether it's Company of Heroes, Men at War, Hearts of Iron, Civilization games, all sorts really. Yeah, space games, all sorts. We're going to be playing Skyrim with the Phoenix Flavour installed and a few of my favourite mods. I've 100% achieved all of the Steam achievements on the original version, and I'm planning on doing the same here, which obviously means playing all of the DLC. I'm going to play it right the way through. What else? Yeah, this is not going to be a role-playing playthrough. If you want that, go watch Gopher. Fantastic role player. Really good YouTuber. I love watching his videos. This is going to be more of a showcase. Just showing off what all of these mods can do, how well they blend together, because there are literally hundreds of mods running at the moment. The first one we're introduced to here is Dynamic Race Menu, I believe it's called, and as you can see it adds a lot more customization options. This requires Sky UI to run. That is a mod everybody should have installed. It changes the menu system, the user interface, and just makes it so much more pleasurable. The first thing I disliked about Skyrim was its menu. Let's get the complexion sorted. Oh no, wait, that's not what I want. If we go back to the skin tone, that's the one I want. He is a Nord after all. Yeah, we'll put it there, I think. Yeah, we'll put it there. I'm not really going to mess around with the rest of this because I don't see much point. I'm going to be wearing a helmet and playing in first person for most of the time. So let's just move on. As you can see, actually I'll just run through. You can change your genitalia because, you know, thickness, length, yaw, pitch, roll, these are all important things. You might want your left nut to be bigger than your right nut, who knows. Weapons, you can change how you wield them, but I don't really know what any of these do, so I tend not to touch them. Same for the beast mode, same for the magic, body scales. Okay, face paint, foot paint, hand paint, body paint, makeup, colours, expressions. So you can really give yourself some messed up faces. I think the volume and everything's going to be okay. Hair, facial hair. Should we change the colour? Zoom in. Turn them to the side. Put the light on. Doesn't make much difference really, does it? Again, we're going to have a helmet on. We'll just go with that. Screw it. That'll do. Mouth, brow, eyes, face, head, CBBE, which is Caliente's Beautiful Bodies Enhancement, something like that. Body, the weight, yeah, race. We are going to be Nords for the reasons listed below. But also, where is it? Resistance to cold and talent as warriors. So if we get the sign of the warrior, I think we get an additional buff, I think. We will name him Alaric the Goth. Or just Alaric, actually. There you go. There we are, and as you can see there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in the top left hand side. It's configuring all of our mods. So let's talk about those for a moment. The Phoenix Flavour is a compilation of several hundred mods. It's got to be 700-800 mods, improving everything from graphics to gameplay, adding more options. But the way to install it is you use a program called Wabberjack. If you go on Google, type in Wabberjack, it will take you to a website which is a mod downloader, basically. It works alongside another website called SkyrimNexus, which is a mod hosting website. You will use Wabberjack to browse through. You find different mod packs, for example, the Phoenix Flavour. By the way, I will add a pop filter if I need to. Yeah, but there's other mod packs available as well. You click on it, it will download all of them automatically if you have SkyrimNexus Premium account, which is actually very reasonably priced. If you don't have the Premium account, you will need to click yes, I want to download for every single mod. Clicking that hundreds of times is going to get a pain in the arse. I would not recommend it. I did that once for Fallout 4 and never again. What else? Yeah, the Phoenix Flavour, when it's finished, will install itself and also install an additional program called Mod Organizer. It's a standalone program that will launch Skyrim with all of the mods inside of it, if that makes sense. It's very, very good, but it's kind of tricky to get Phoenix Flavour installed at the moment because there's an issue with the Anniversary Edition and Legacy Edition. I don't know, something to do with patch numbers, basically. So you need to manually downgrade your Skyrim install first. There's instructions listed. I suggest you follow them. Aside from that, we have a lot of additional mods running. I'm just going to bring up my list here. We have Frostful, which is essentially, it makes you vulnerable to the elements. So if you get wet, you will get cold, and if you get too cold, you will start to suffer penalties. For example, less stamina, no stamina regen. If you leave it and you get even colder, you will die. Working alongside that mod, we have another one called Realistic Needs and Diseases, which makes you susceptible to food poisoning. If you eat something that's bad, you will get sick and you will die. Also have what is this? Winter is Coming cloaks. Enables you to make backpacks, fur cloaks, leather cloaks, burlap cloaks, all kinds of things to help yourself to stay warm and dry. Circlets and masks, it enables you to have, for example, a hood and a circlet, or a mask and a circlet, or sometimes all three, I think. Hopefully, we'll try. Alternate start, which is what you see before you now. With alternate start installed, you will begin in this cell. You've got a bed. You can't get out of this door. I'll show you quick. Nobody responds to my pounding on the door. So you're stuck. The only way out is to speak to the statue of Mara, choose an option, and then go sleep in the bed. And then you will start your new life. Next, we have bandolier bags and pouches, which will enable you to craft different kinds of additional carrying capacity, whether it's a bandolier across your shoulder, a potion pouch and a spellbook pouch, or just leather box pouches, that kind of thing. Just enables you to carry more loot, make more money. Smelting Plus, which will enable you to break down more recipes, break down more items into recipes, such as ingots and all sorts of good stuff. Immersive Weapons, which gives you more weapons, changes the dragon bone weapons as well, I think. Convenient Horses, more convenient horse. You can summon your horse, it has a bigger inventory, you can train it, you can craft armor for it. You can do the same with your followers' horses as well. A resurrect spell, which enables me to revive fallen followers, because I'm always getting my followers killed and I get fed up with spending so much gold on them. So yeah, I'm just going to bring them back to life. Not very immersive, but well, I guess in Skyrim it is immersive, isn't it? There's no reason why I couldn't. Immersive armor, more armors, better armors, same as the weapons. Campfire, which is like a survival mod. You get a crafting menu where you can make fur armor and stone arrows and fireboxes and tinder and all kinds of good stuff, again to help you stay warm and dry. And auto harvest, which it gathers plants and loots bodies and everything like that for you, but you can set filters, so you can have it pick up just coins or just coins and a particular herb or whatever the case is. Just cuts down a lot of the grinding when you want to get into alchemy, which I probably will be doing in order to make money, because money is good, money is king, money will buy me a house. Let's have a quick look at the mod configuration menu. Now that it's had a few minutes to run all the scripts, we'll just have a quick run through. We've got a matter of time, which it will put a real-time clock up in the corner of the screen here. I find it just clutters things up, but it does add a real-life clock down in the bottom left corner when you're doing loading screens, so you don't stay up too late, basically. Armor and clothing extension will equip NPCs with more appropriate clothing. I do apologise if you can hear my PC, it needs a good clean out. Auto harvest, well, I've mentioned this one. Let's just configure it quickly. Come out of that. Campfire, I've mentioned this. Let's just configure it. For some reason, my install of Campfire will never remember these hotkeys. But what we have here is create item. That's the survival menu I mentioned, where you can craft armor and what have you. Build a campfire, harvest wood, does what it says on the tin. But the campfire is cool though, because you can get like campfire perks where you can make the campfire last longer, and yeah, we'll have a little look at that when we get into the game. That's quite good. I really like this mod. Instincts is like an animal sense. You can sense your animals and hunt more effectively. Cathedral weather, not sure what this does, but I think this enables me to see better in the dark. I don't know if any of you are into YouTube. I'm not particularly, but I hear when you upload it make things quite dark. I have played around with it, it would seem to be the case, so hopefully that's going to help. Dyndelod, I don't know what this does, some kind of dynamic interior lighting I think. Tend not to mess with that because I don't know what it is. Enhanced blood, it's exactly what you think it is. Factions, this is, I think once you actually join a faction, for example the companions, or if you become a thane or whatever the case may be, then options become available to you. Favourite howls, I'm turning this on, I don't know what they are. I guess once you become a werewolf you can put these in your favourite menu, maybe. Frostfall, we've mentioned. Let's just turn this on. Now we need to come out. Lost in thought, you reflect back on how much the wilds have taught you about yourself over the last several days. You recall a book you once lost that was full of wisdom about survival in the open country. On a whim, you open your pack and find the Survivor's Guide to Skyrim staring back up at you. Had it always been there, or had thought alone summoned it? You push aside the thought as you thumb through its pages and then carefully place it back, knowing that some things are never truly lost. Alrighty. We'll just let that run. Done. Frostfall is enabled. I have a total warmth of 58 and a coverage of 0, and the reason for that is because I'm wearing rags. not the best thing to survive with. Moving on. Oh, let's have a cheeky quick save. I do abuse the quick save, and I don't care. Right, let's configure Frostful now that it's running. Hotkey weather sense, we will make that G. I am going to leave this. Because I don't know how any of that works. Immersive armor, we've mentioned. This list here is what you can craft. This list here is what will spawn on NPCs. For example, Alduin scale armor, we don't want NPCs running around with that. So we will turn, for example, Fulcreath armor off, because we don't want a bandit wearing that. We will give them spiked targes, because they're fun, they do bleed damage. Gildegreen Aegis, I think is a bit OP, I think. Extras, we will make hoods armoured, maybe. We're going to leave the rest. Let's just come out of that. Leave it for a minute. I guess it's done. And then we've got Immersive HUD. This was made by Gopher, I think. Always on. Crosshair always on. I like the crosshair, but I like hiding the whole thing. Can I still hide the whole thing? Active effects always on. So if so I've got my hotkey there. Okay, so that's never going to go. Yeah, I like that. We'll leave that. Lanterns of Skyrim is streetlights, basically. More HUD. What does this one do? Make that Y. Oh, like books are red, that sort of thing. Armor class. Armor weight class. For the targeted armor. Okay, book skill. Ah, this is nice. We're going to leave all of this. Radiant requirements. I think it was like a Radiant quest spawning thing. Maybe. Not sure about that. Realistic needs. We are going to start this up. Quick save. Back in the menu. Realistic needs. The hunger rate is a bit OP. So let's change this. Higher value means you get hungry more quickly. So if I think we put this one down to 2. This one down to 3. And this one down to 1. I think that's what I normally do. Die of thirst. Check needs. Nope, other way around. Check needs. Drink from the stream. When you fast travel, slow fatigue by 50%. Because that's also, I don't really like that either. Message notification. No, we're not going to have food spoil. At least not yet. Not until I got more food. Milk Drinker's Blessing will give you a buff when you drink milk. First person messages will say I'm hungry instead of you're hungry. Let's come out of that. Just give it a second. This is not going to be the start of the playthrough, as you've probably noticed. This is literally just running through how everything is. Realistic water 2, I think, just gives you like nice looking running water options. Just turn all of that on, see what happens. Run for Your Lives will send all NPCs running indoors as soon as a dragon attacks, which is very handy. Love this mod. Simple Smithing will enable you to recreate artifacts such as Nightingale items. This one, upgrade unique gear levels. If you are, for example, level 1 and you pick up a special item, that item will be leveled to you and it will stay at that level. This will enable you to upgrade and bring it up to your current level. Allow breakdown of recipes, lets you break down certain gear. Crafting options, we'll leave all of this as it is, but you can basically make Draugr items, Falmer items, all of that sort of stuff. Bandit items I'm going to leave off because fur armour is covered by the campfire mod. Just remembered I need to turn off questing in order to build them. Crafting without questing, there we go. Let's check all of these other options. Yeah, we'll leave that how it is. Gonna have to come out again though. Let's give that a minute. Yeah, we'll carry on. Where do we get to? Sky UI, I've already mentioned. SSOB is Stones of Baron's Eye quest markers. Very good. Storm Lightning, I think this one will determine whether or not you get hurt by lightning and how it looks and all of that. But I'm not going to turn on the doing damage bit just yet because it's probably going to take me out in one go. Timing's everything. Customized quest timing and level requirements. So there you go. You could choose at what level things start to happen. And I can also turn off the vampire attacks if I want, which I might, because they're annoying as fuck. Trade and barter. I'm going to set this back to the default because it does not favour the player. Makes it a lot harder to get money. Put that back down to the default. Yeah, see, I'm going to leave all of this, I think. Set custom race relations. Use default. Okay, it's good to know that doesn't make a difference. Wonders of weather. Oh, okay. So we can get rainbows, but also meteor showers. What's this frequency about? Oh, frequency of shooting stars that occur when the conditions are right for viewing. Clear skies, 8:30 PM to 6 AM. In the interest of performance, a setting of 5 seconds will prevent meteor shower storms from occurring at all. So shower leaflet, that will give us a list of when it's all going to occur. Let's have a quick look at the dates. So on these dates, meteor showers will occur, and it'll be every 20 seconds. Should we set it to 10? Yeah, set it. No, put it back to the default. Don't want to break it. And then XPMSE, it will determine where you sheath your weapons, I think. So it will put some on your back, some on your hip, whatever the case may be, whether it's an axe or a sword, but I don't generally play around with that. I'll just leave that where it is. Right, so those are the mods configured. I'm going to end this episode in a moment. First thing I'm going to do is ask you to like and subscribe. I am quite keen to grow this channel. I want to start playing other games as well, but as I say, primarily it's going to be a quest to 100% Skyrim Special Edition, just because it's been a long time since I've played it. I love this game for a long time. It's going to be nice to revisit old places. If you'd like to come with me, like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye.